season 2 starts off so strong. What can you tease about the season premiere?
Wow, you know, when Jake went undercover, we expected him, you know, to come back different, and we wonder how different, you know, because we love Jake. But the big thing is he more mature? Is he more serious? Is he going to the other side? I mean, you never know what could come back. And, you know, to our surprise and shock and wonderful wonderment, he is as immature as ever. And the thing is like we know that's our Jake, you know, and he's back. And we still know he needs to grow up, but that's our guy, you know what I mean? And I think it's a relief to all of us that he didn't change as much as we thought he would, which is really cool.
Yeah. And you have some interesting stuff in the premiere as well, where you're kind of having to do some role playing.
Yes, yes.
I mean, how much of that was actually scripted versus how many times do they let you like do your own take on some of those role playing characters you had to do?
we did a lot. You know what I did was I gave them. It's funny because I give them a number system. I say, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give you a 10. And then you tell me if you want a 7 or a 6 or a 5. Okay, just tell me. So, you know, we had the one, you know, angry prostitute. And I was like, I went in. You know, now I have to say I haven't seen the episode yet. So I don't know which one they picked. So,
Makes sense.
Yeah, I just know it was like, you know, with the whole thing, that's the one they went with. Because everyone was laughing on that one. And I did various versions where I just talked it, the whole thing. And that's a good thing because when you're talking about great writing and great, you know, directing, they give you have to kind of find out what works. You still do because you don't know. You think you know, but until you put it on its feet, you have no idea. So, you know, if I'm an unaccompanied package, you know, how do you do the ticks? Are they tick, 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 tick? Or are they tick, 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 tick? I mean, we did it several different ways. But the hardest part was actually trying to crawl up and be a package or be a unidentified briefcase or whatever. And so I'm folding myself up as much as I can, trying to be as small as possible, which is pretty much impossible.
Yeah, it was really impressive how small you managed to make yourself. You're not a tiny man, and all of a sudden I'm like, how did he do that?
Well, it shows my commitment. As Terry Jeffers is committed to do anything that will make this precinct better.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing because this is the real deal. Most cops, you know, it's a different, weird job because you don't really get fired for being a bad cop. You just don't. It's like, you know, you can get, the thing is, your decision to be a good cop must be a decision. Because you can kind of skate by if you want. And everyone in the precinct, when you look at Scully and Hitchcock, those are those guys who are skating by and have been for years. And we get it. But you're not firing them. There's no firing them. You don't get out of here. It's just they didn't make the decision to better themselves. Or maybe they couldn't. I don't know. But when you look at Jake, me, everyone else, we're like, all right, we need to be really, really good at what we do. And I think most police officers are that way.